Now, let's stand, up, down with Chase. I've been talking about this today. I don't know how familiar you are with Change My Mind, but the idea is that we can usually sit down.
Yeah.
You need to get those pants that have the seat, have little stools on them, legs. But today we'll be standing and talking about it, where we can rationalize our positions on what are considered controversial topics. Right now, obviously, the hearings are going on as we speak. See no reason to not confirm Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. Haven't heard anything today that's been super convincing, but I would love to hear from you. You're welcome to Change My Mind.
Yeah.
Amy Coney Barrett, right now, there are hearings going on. She will likely be confirmed. Yeah. This is a big problem right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people believe that she should not be confirmed. You've approached me because you believe for some reason she should not be confirmed. That reason is?
Because I think that she has bad judicial views.
Okay.
I don't think that there's anything super
so because you don't like her judicial history, she shouldn't be appointed.
Yeah. The same reason that Merrick Garland wasn't appointed was because they didn't like his...
Who's they?
The Senate in 2016.
Right. Okay, so listen, there are two... I want to make sure I'm not misunderstanding you. Maybe you're saying that if you were in the Senate, you wouldn't confirm her.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're not arguing that the Senate has no right to confirm her.
No.
Okay. So you don't have a problem with this happening, her being confirmed. You just don't like her as a judge.
I think they're the same thing, but yeah, no, I'll agree with you that I think that...
Well, they're not the same thing.
I think that she should be nominated, and then I also think that Joe Biden and the Democrats should pack the court.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do think she should be not nominated, confirmed,
Yeah.
and then Joe Biden should pack the court?
Yeah.
Because you believe that they're one and the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can get to your view on packing the court.
Yeah.
Has that been fair that we've addressed that?
Yeah, no, I think
okay, good. So we both agree. There's no reason to not nominate her and confirm her. Now you say that you support packing the court. Okay, let me hear why you support packing the court.
I think that what we need to do is we need to do exactly what's been done before, and I think that we need, well, not necessarily what's been done before. I just think that we need to preserve certain rights that I think are important. I think that what we've seen is the Supreme Court become almost too powerful to an extent, to where Donald Trump, he'll be in office for 4 years versus the Democrats be in office in 8 years with Obama and then probably 4 years with Biden, and it's probably an equal result for the Supreme Court. And I think that basically the Supreme Court is too powerful, and we need to kind of take that in and readdress it and kind of even it out.
So you believe we should pack the courts because we should dilute the power of the Supreme Court?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay. Did you believe that before Amy Coney Barrett?
Yeah.
How long have you believed that we should pack the court?
I mean, in college? I don't know, maybe freshman year. I mean, not necessarily pack. I think we should pack the court right now, but I also to address those certain rights. But I think that we need to change how we're doing the Supreme Court.
So we should pack the court right now to address certain rights. So let me ask you this.
Pack the court in case anything important has been overturned, like ACA or abortion or Roe v. Wade. Or any of those.
Well, hold on a second. Do you mean abortion or Roe v. Wade?
Abortion. I don't think Roe v. Wade is overturned. I think you have those laws out in Louisiana where they need a hospital. I think those become prevalent, therefore ending availability.
Which one? The state laws at that point?
Yeah, but they would become.
Okay.
They're still it's a federal rule.
So you believe we should pack the courts now? You believe Donald Trump should pack the courts? Then if he wins?
I think Biden.
If he wins.
Oh, well, Trump would have no reason to pack the court. I think that.
Sure, he could. Why not just extend his lead?
Because what I'm arguing is that I'm saying it's purely political. And I think that what we need to do is we need to make the Supreme Court not so political. We need to just change completely how it's been done. I think I'm only arguing
And you're saying pack the court?
I'm only arguing for pack the court if they overturn ACA or other important things.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure, because you said we should pack the court now.
Yeah. Pack the court.
So, but only if they change those things now is what you're saying. So not pack the court now.
Yeah.
Because initially when you stood here, I want to make sure I'm not misrepresenting you, but I do think you said if she's nominated, if she's confirmed, pack the courts.
Pack the courts, Joe Biden, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But now you're saying only if ACA or Roe v. Wade is overturned.
Yeah, I'll argue that. Yeah, I'll change my view just now. Yeah, I'll argue that.
Okay. So, but you do admit that it's a change. And I'm not saying it's a gotcha. I want to make sure I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay. If Donald Trump wins re-election, which is possible, should Donald Trump pack the courts?
I think that we need to have fundamental change about how the Supreme Court is run.
Why can't Donald Trump do that?
I'd be glad if he did that. I don't think they'll do it. I think that Joe Biden should change how the Supreme Court is run.
But hold on a second. Why does it have to be Joe Biden? If you're talking about this being an issue with the Supreme Court, why can Joe Biden, or why should Joe Biden pack the courts and not Donald Trump?
I just said, pack the courts. Political reasons. I think that we need to protect. I think we need to protect a woman's right to choose, and I think we need to protect the ACI.
Now, is the Supreme Court supposed to be a political institution like the executive or legislative branch?
No.
But you want it to be?
I don't want it to be. I'm saying that it is.
No, you said for political reasons we should pack the courts. That's what you just said.
What I'm arguing is that we live in A, and we need to change anything that's hurting in A, and then change it to B.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you just said you want to do that for political reasons, right?
Yeah, because we live in a political country.
You believe that the court is too political?
Yes.
When did it get to be too political?
I don't know. It's been political for a while.
And it's been left tilting for a long while.
Yeah, it's been right tilting before too. I mean,
and it's been left tilting for most of your lifetime and my lifetime.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah.
Do the opinions or, for example, wishes of RBG play into your opinions at all?
Maybe, but not really, no.
Okay, all right. Just because I know a lot of people have been saying it's disrespectful, but she was vehemently against court packing.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, and you understand that, and why do you think she was?
I mean, I think because you have like judicial legitimacy. I think that that's a big thing, and I think that if you're in favor, if you want to like maintain judicial legitimacy, you shouldn't be like rushing through a nomination when most Americans don't want it.
Well, actually, that's not true. Most Americans, less than a third, oppose Amy Coney Barrett's nomination. A plurality of Americans support it.
The polling I've seen.
You're citing an old poll from September. It's not even close, and that doesn't change the constitutionality.
September was like a week away.
Do you want me to bring it up? I can bring you the poll.
Look, how many? Look.
No, here's the thing. The poll doesn't determine constitutionality, but you're wrong.
I've seen at least like 5 polls from like 538, pretty down the middle. Mm-hmm. I've seen stuff tweeted on Nate Silver's timeline saying that it's like a 60-40 split or whatever.
Nate Silver is the man who gave Hillary Clinton, was it 80% or was it 86%?
Something around, I mean, 15-20% is 20% is still pretty high.
Okay.
I take a 20% bet for
So
football.
there are two things here. There's the Constitution. The point is that wrong by a significant margin. Now, there are two issues here. There's constitutionality, there's the legality, and then there's polls.
Yeah.
Right? Polls do not determine the constitutionality or legality.
No.
There is not constitutionally or legally, or as far as precedent, there's no argument to be made that they're rushing this through. This has happened many times in American history. 29 times a president in an outgoing election year made a nomination. 10 out of those times.
The only other one that would be this fast would be RBG. The only other, there's this, how long did...
You mean a fast of a confirmation?
Yeah. I mean, how...
Yeah, there have been many confirmations, actually. They were much quicker for a long time. I was telling your friend, one of your colleagues here earlier, that they didn't even hold hearings for 127 years.
Yeah. I mean, how long was Kavanaugh's? That took forever.
It took a long time.
Even before...
With all the false allegations of gang rape. And yeah, that's a reason, too, that a lot of people are saying, let's return to the 127 years of precedent where we don't allow one of our people to have their reputation legitimately through every single legal document and avenue we have available to us now, proven false. The accusations of rape and gang rape on Brett Kavanaugh.
Well, you can't prove them false. You can just...
Sure you can. Julie Swetnick recanted.
You can.
The gang rape one, they said, it was made up.
What about...
There are many people who come forward and said it's made up, and then the only one who didn't
I haven't seen Dr.
Christine Blasey Ford has no evidence. And the people who investigated said there's no way that's true.
You're arguing that it was proven,
The gang rape, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying that,
there are many people who came out.
I'm saying with Dr. Ford's case, they just weren't able to...
But that wasn't the only case. Okay. And this is important because the reason I'm bringing this up is when we're talking about setting a precedent, we're talking about these hearings. They didn't always have hearings, and I think it's very reasonable at this point. And even though Republicans are having hearings and Democrats didn't want to have hearings, I think it's very reasonable to say, well, you know what? We had hearings until you trotted out people who were knowingly false pawns accusing a man of gang rape, and this is no longer productive. That changes the decorum. I think that's a valid argument to make.
Yeah.
That man's reputation was destroyed based on lies.
I mean,
and they don't want that to happen to Amy Coney Barrett.
I'm fine with him.
That's why it was long. It was long because of lies.
Watch Good Morning Mug Club live every Monday through Thursday at 10:15 Eastern.